After the collapse of the school in the previous episode, Otosaka Yu regained consciousness in the hospital. A doctor entered Yu's room and asked how he was doing. Yu looked very shocked and asked about his little sister who was trapped under the rubble. I'm sorry, we couldn't save her, said the doctor. Yu appeared extremely shocked and weakened. The day of Ayumi's funeral arrived. Her photo was displayed near her casket. One of the family members tried to encourage Yu, but he was already in deep shock and seemed to have lost the will to live. Yu returned to the Hoshinumi dormitory. Upon entering his room, he placed Ayumi's photo on the table and imagined her always being cheerful. Yu cried and regretted never thanking Ayumi while she was still alive. After Ayumi's death, Yu became depressed and locked himself in his room, eating only ramen and watching TV. That became his daily routine, until his room was filled with instant noodle wrappers. Yusarine and Jojiro often visited Yu and brought him food, but Yu continued to isolate himself. Someone also tried to persuade him to stop shutting himself in. Shiraya Nagi, the girl he used to like back in his first year of high school. But Yu got angry and yelled at her. The next day, strangers came to visit him again, but Yu realized they were only sent by Shiraya Nagi. Yu then decided to leave the Hoshinumi dormitory. He went far away from school, wanting to escape the reach of the student council's detection. He had gone far and chose to stay at an internet cafe. Yu ate, slept, and rested there. Several days passed. Yu decided to go out for a while. He bought grilled mochi and played shooting games. He repeated this routine every day like someone who was deeply depressed. Until one day, he got into trouble with some people who blocked him from playing the game. They took Yu into a narrow alley intending to hurt him, but Yu turned the situation around and scared them off. However, the incident didn't end there. The gang backing those people reported the incident and sent more people to confront Yu. This happened again and again until Yu became someone feared and respected. One day, Yu defeated a guy who was carrying something that caught his interest. Yu went to a quiet place to use the item, but suddenly, Nao appeared and kicked it away before Yu could use it. Yu was surprised to see Nao suddenly appear in front of him. He asked, "Since when have you been here?" Nao replied, "From the beginning." And it turned out Nao had been watching over Yu since he locked himself in his room all the way to that city. Nao decided to show herself because if Yu got trapped in that item, it would be hard for him to get out. Yu rejected Nao's presence, but Nao kept trying to persuade him. Nao wanted Yu to eat something healthier, but Yu still refused. Nao said, "Just one bite, and I'll stop following you." Yu agreed. They went to Nao's place, and she cooked for Yu. At times, Yu saw a glimpse of Ayumi in Nao. Nao served a dish exactly like Ayumi used to make, an omelet with pizza sauce. Yu tasted it and was shocked because it tasted exactly the same. Nao said, "I copied the recipe I found at your house. I saw that Ayumi always tried to make the same dish your mom used to make before she left." Yu continued eating the omelet while crying. He ate it all. Yu then asked Nao, "What should I do now?" "How about you come back to the student council?" said Nao. And finally, Yu agreed. He had returned and recovered from his despair.